Good morning, 2 a.m. I've been on the trail for about 2.5 hours, making great time, feeling really good, and just thought I'd stop here for a second because I got this amazing view. Quiet and calm lake. All right, I'm gonna keep going. There's like 5 little pheasants or grouses or something. They're like, what the heck are you? But they haven't flown away yet. Oh, there they go. And then the bog boards are frost covered. I don't know if you can see that. And then just some beautiful scenery up ahead. Headlamp is off. And look, somehow I made it to the White Mountains. Full circle. I'm climbing up Wildcat. It looks like the climb up Wildcat mountain in the Whites. This is the first time I've seen trail that looks like this on this trip. So the mountains are changing. The birch trees, the leaves are starting to get yellow, which feels exciting. The colors, sunrise. Yeah, this is cool. It feels exciting. I'm getting noticeably farther north. Did you know rain was predicted this morning? I'm so lucky. Okay, get out of here. This isn't even real. Incredible. And yeah, check out this nice little rock field I'm in. All the lichen. And again, very glad I'm not doing this in the rain because slippery rocks are no good. I think the trail is heading down soon, so just wanted to take one final video of the beautiful views up here. It's just been a perfect morning. The trail up here has been really nice, not just the scenery, but it's just kind of like it's rocky, but still not, it's not too many ups and downs. It's pretty smooth, and I've just been having all kinds of ideas, like song ideas and book ideas, and just feeling excited about so many things. And then also a little sad that this journey might be over soon. Like I could be done. I have tomorrow, and then that might go into the next day a little bit, but like this, I want the trail to be longer. I'm not ready. It's just so amazing. So check out the snow. I heard there might be snow on some parts of this trail the further north I get. And here's the lake I'll be going across. I'm making really good time. I should get there early, like maybe by a couple hours. So if there's reception, I'll message the lady and see if she's willing to come get me. I think her name's Anna. My guess is probably not, and it might also be just like noisy. It would probably disturb a lot of people if she were to bring the boat over early, but because if she did, I could have a screaming chance of actually making it to the morning crossing of where I've been planning to take the 2:30 crossing, Sito Yora, but Sito Yare, something like that. But I, you know, if I just have to sit and wait, that's fine. I'll set up my tent, get cozy, and maybe jot down some thoughts on the last several days. All right, I came from there. Some beautiful mountain views. And I've been in these sort of flatlands for a while, approaching the lake. I should be there really soon, I think half a mile or so. Not even, maybe just a quarter mile. And yeah, I'll get there in plenty of time. Hi, my nose is running a little bit. It's cold for sure. I'm gonna stop soon and add another layer. And yeah, once I stop, that's when I'm gonna get really cold, because I won't be producing heat. And that's fine. I'm prepared for that. The only thing that makes me nervous, and I'll just want to pay close attention to the weather coming up, is that it's so much colder. I don't know if that's just the weather pattern or the fact that I'm farther north or both. But if it were this cold and raining, that would get pretty dangerous, because like I have a lot of layers with me, but if it's like I'm out in the cold rain all day, because tomorrow, if I wanted to, I could go 60 plus miles and finish, or I could break it up and sleep somewhere. But if I'm going to be out there for a long time, I want to make sure it's not just in a downpour. And then also the weather reports have been very unreliable. So, I mean, it's like, okay, best to be prepared for anything. And on the upside, there are tons of huts between here and Abisko at the end. I think I still have like 90-ish miles to go from where I am, but so it's like, if I do get in a dangerous situation, I think I'm never going to be more than 10 or 20 kilometers from a hut, which that's still, I mean, that's a lot, but at least I can, I have, there are options basically. All right, I'm very happy to say I made it to the dock, and where I'm heading is behind me. It's 8:20. I have about 40 minutes to spare, and I'm very glad I left when I did, so that I didn't have to feel stressed or rushed to get here. But beautiful place. There's some cabins in the background, and there's no wind, so I just put on a bunch of layers, and I have a sandwich, so I'm gonna eat my sandwich and wait for the boat to come. Here they come. Yay! And you get to live here? Yeah. That's amazing! All right, I made it across the lake. The boat captains were so nice. It was just me and the two of them, Malin and Ule, and they asked what I was up to, and I told them all about my record attempt, and they were so interested and asked lots of questions, and Malin, the woman, said she was into trail running, and both she and Ule were giving me information about the trail beyond Saltoluokta, and they were asking how they can follow along. So that was really nice. Like, it's just a nice interaction. And then I stopped by the Akse station. There's just like a little shop and bathrooms and water. The shop was closed, but they don't open until 4. It's like, okay. But I got to say hi to Katrine, who Malin recommended I say hello to because she's a trail runner. So I asked her about her trail running and shared some information about one of the sections I just did because she was asking, because she's about to do an out and back to one of the other stations. But anyway, yeah, very, very nice conversations. And here's where I am. Yeah, I love these wide open mountaintops. But recap. I wanted to recap the good stuff, but I have potential bad news, and I'm actually like a little stressed and frustrated, mostly with myself, because I got a day behind, and then I forgot to check in with the boat captain for Setback, which is the next crossing. And part of the reason I didn't was because in our communication they said we run our boats like only at these times, 8:30 to 2:30, or 8:30 and 2:30, something like that. So I thought, okay, great, I'll just catch the 2:30 tomorrow. Big mistake. It sounds like, from what another hiker told me, the next boat isn't until 5:30, which makes me want to cry a little bit. And also it needs to be pre-booked if you're coming from the south, which I am. So there's contact information for the captain, but I'm trying not to cry. It'll be okay. But yeah, I tried calling, texting, emailing, messaging them on Instagram. I'm being super obnoxious trying to reach them. My guess is they're somewhere without service, because I think they run the boat to other places besides Setback. I might be wrong, but I've been taking my time, thinking, oh well, I have until 2:30. But even taking my time, I'm gonna get there before 1:30. So I'm just a little bummed. Like, I don't know, like, they're not answering. And probably when I go down off the top of the mountain, I won't have service. And if I'm lucky, there'll be, I'll be able to catch the 5:30, but also you have to book it. So it's like, well, what if it's all full? I mean, maybe I'm guessing they'd come back and do a second trip. Maybe. So I'm just like desperately hoping they'll get back to me. I mean, if I get on the 5:30, that's still good. I can get to Saltoluokta by 9:30 and still get plenty of rest before the boat tomorrow. But if I, can't get a ride today, which I don't think that'll happen, but then it's like, there's still such a long way to go, and it's just going to take more time. And like, it'll just be closer to 7 days, which, I know I can do better than 7 days. So Yeah, I hate not knowing what's going to happen. And it's been a really good day too, so I'll try to just cheer up and enjoy being out here. It's just a hike. It's okay. First view, more clear view of Kvikkjokk. Very beautiful. I see hikers, but they're walking toward me. Well, I am having a full-on meltdown, and I recognize it is the silliest thing in the world. Like, it's so dumb. Like, I'm not being reasonable right now. Like, I'm a child that's like not getting her way. But I do feel upset. And, you know, I really pride myself on being detail oriented, and I guess it's something that I missed. But, you know, they never said 2:30 daily. They just said 2:30 for yesterday, and yesterday was Saturday, so maybe that's their Saturday hours, and maybe their Sunday hours are different. Or I don't know. It's information that I wish I had, and I wish I had asked, and I wish I had gotten in touch with them. I think I'm just frustrated that, like, I let something slip through the cracks, and because I don't think that's like me. But also it's a communication thing, and sometimes I'm not the best communicator. The extra silly thing is that this doesn't, because of the next boat crossing after this, which is tomorrow at like 10:30 in the morning, this doesn't affect the outcome of the time I'll finish the trail whatsoever, like, at all. It just, all it does is affect when I get to Saltoluokta. It's fine. I've been up since 10:30 last night, so I just wanted to get to where I was going so that I can rest. But if they can't pick me up, then, I mean, I can just set up my tent and sleep at the lake. So there's no losing here. I'm just being an unreasonable child. Speaking of being a child, I just looked at the time and realized I haven't eaten or drank anything in 4 hours. So I'm gonna have a granola bar and drink some water. And I also just had a realization. I mean, I knew this, but just wasn't really putting it together, that tomorrow, after the boat crossing, it's like the ferry crossing at Saltoluokta station, which is where I'm staying tonight. So that's it. That's the first thing at 10:30. I can't go anywhere before then, because that's it. And then I take a bus. Yes, a bus. From the boat drop off to the next stage of the trail, Vakkotavara. And there is one more lake crossing after that, but it's very short, and there are rowboats. So after tomorrow morning's boat crossing, if I can get to Saltoluokta tonight, which I'm hopeful I can, I'm home free in the sense that I don't have to rely on anybody else to get from where the bus drops me off to the end of the trail. And it's, I think, just a little under 70 miles. And I'll be very well rested going into that. So, I don't want to make any grand statements about what I'm going to do because you never know. I think it goes over the highest point of the trail, so it might be really tough. And, I might get worn out and want to sleep. So that could happen. But also, I'm hoping I'm going to have a lot of pent up energy, and I can just, if I want to, I can just freaking go for it. And I don't have to wait for anyone to come get me. So that makes me feel better and less weepy. And I made a playlist for this trip. I'll share it in the description, but I haven't listened to it at all yet. And I'm so upset right now. I feel I'm a little better. I'm still upset, but not as much. I feel more hopeful and it'll be okay. But all that being said, very emotional, and therefore a very good time to listen to music. So I'm just gonna do my thing, listen to my playlist, and get freaking pumped up for the rest of this hike. Ye of little faith, as in me, I thought for sure they're not going to come because I wasn't getting any response. So I set up my tent and started dozing off. And then I had a dream of I was dreaming, and then I heard the sound of a motor rolling up, and thought, oh, it's a car. And then I woke up and was like, no, it's a boat. And I wasn't there wasn't room to camp right by the lake. So I was in this little bit of trees, and I was like, oh, I need to pack up and I need to make sure they know I'm here. And I was like, hey. And Lars, the boat captain, came up, and yeah, he was like, are you the runner? And I was like, yeah, thank you so much. And I was just scrambling and throwing everything in my pack, completely disheveled, no order. And I double checked the area that I didn't leave anything, and then hopped in the boat. And then with 3 others, I believe they're all Swedish hikers, and we were off. And sadly, I know there were 3 other hikers there in the warming hut, and I said, oh, there's 3 more hikers, should we go back and get them? And Lars was like, oh, I'm actually kind of in a hurry. I said, okay. So if they see this, I'm sorry we left you behind, but they're coming back in a bit to get them. So epic. That's my trip. Reindeer. It's very blustery, not too cold though. I checked the weather, which I had been a little nervous about, and for tonight, it looks like it's going to be heavy rain. But the good news is that it's clearing up around 8 a.m. tomorrow, and it's calling for a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Getting close, probably a mile or 2, I'm guessing. Feeling ready to be done. I'm almost to the station, and I can just feel this release, like waves of tiredness just hitting me. I'm over 19 hours for the day. So I'm probably gonna have some weird dreams tonight. That seems to happen during these things. I didn't mention this, but a couple nights ago, whenever I was at Lake Reebness, and there was the hiker from Israel and a hiker from Germany, and wow, I just lost my train of thought. I was gonna say, I had one of those dreams where I was hiking and then I tripped on something and I accidentally kicked the wall really hard. Luckily, they weren't even asleep. It was like a bunk room. They weren't even asleep or like in the room yet. So I just woke myself up. But kicking walls over here. Made it. Saltoluokta. Oh, I'm here. Yay. Where am I?